Hello everyone, welcome to Matrix Engineers YouTube channel, where we are going to learn Python programming language together. In this course, we will cover or explore all the important parts of Python. We learn everything from the basics to advanced stuff of Python. So after learning this course, we also take Python framework. Python framework we learn Django. Django is a popular framework for Python used for developing web applications. So after learning this course, you will be able to learn Django. This course will help you to learn Django where Django can help you to become a web developer. So do subscribe to stay with us and to get more updates about this course for next videos. It's like a series of video that we will use for learning this course. Okay, now we are going to learn Python. In order to learn Python programming, we need computer with Python interpreter. To download the Python interpreter, you can go to www.python.org/download. After downloading Python interpreter, you will also need ID, integrated development environment. In this course, we will use PyCharm Community Edition. To download PyCharm, you can go to jetbrains.com. But you can also use Visual Studio Code. So we are going to start by writing Python program. So I'm going to start by showing those who has Visual Studio Code in their computer how to learn Python in a Visual Studio Code. Let's start by creating a new folder. Let's call it where we are going to store our Visual Studio Code program. Visual Studio Code Python. This is a folder where we are going to store the Python programs we created by using Visual Studio Code. So this is a Visual Studio Code. So can you open this by so let's use this Visual Studio Code. After that, you can open our folder, this Visual Studio Code as we created. So now we are on our folder, Visual Studio Code Python. So we are going to write our first Python program. You have to come here on a folder you created, and you create a new file. So we are going to create Python file. Every Python file must have .py extension. So we are going to create Python file. Let's call it matrix.py. As you see, now I have created a Python file, matrix.py. So now we are going to run our first program. You can do practice for what you are going to do. let's use the print hello matrix engineers. So as we created after finishing writing our program, in this program we use print for displaying the output on a screen. Print is a built-in function that helps to display the output in a Python. And so in order to learn this program, have to come here, go to terminal, new terminal, and you see where our folder are located. The path of our folder: C, users, PC, OneDrive, desktop, VSC, Python. This is the name of our folder we created before, where we are storing the Python file that we are creating. So in order to learn this program, have it write Python espace, then the name of our Python file with its extension matrix.py. It is the name of Python file we created. So after that, you press enter or you hit enter. What's the problem? No, maybe I didn't save. Let me save. Let me do save. So you see we display hello matrix engineers on our screen. So this was for showing those who are going to use Visual Studio Code how to run Python program using Visual Studio Code. So we are going to continue with PyCharm Community Edition. It's an ID that you're going to use in all courses. So now can open PyCharm Community Edition. So after that, you can let's increase the size of character, appearance, stack. So now we are going to create our new project. Let's call it Python matrix. Python matrix. Then create new window. Now we are going to create our new file. Let's come on our folder or our project, Python matrix, new Python file. In a PyCharm Community Edition, we don't need to add .py. It do it itself. Let's call our first program matrix. You see, it do itself matrix.py. it add a .py extension itself. So now we can write the first program as you have done in Visual Studio Code. Print hello matrix engineers. You can do this practice by writing your names, for displaying your names on the screen. So for in a PyCharm to run a program, you can use a shortcut of Shift plus F10. You can come here. When you press Shift plus F10, it can work, but you can come here. If you press, you also run a program. You see, have no, we didn't select the program we are going to learn. We are going to learn this file, the current file. This is the main.py, but you're going to run the current file. As you see, hello matrix engineers. Hello matrix engineers. By clicking here, you have to select the current file or main file or current file for running the program. So you can also do right click and run the name of file you are going to learn. You see, hello matrix engineers. In Python, when you want to do a comment, you use hashtag for single line. Now this is how to create a comment. A comment, you know, a comment can be used to explain Python code. Comment can be used to make the code more readable. Comment can be used to prevent execution when testing code. Yeah, it can be used for many things. So this is how we create a comment. We start the sentence with hashtag or pound sign. So in Python, to display a string, we can also use a single quote. For example, if we run this, the Python are going this are going to be ignored. You see, nothing will print because of this comment. The code are going to be ignored if we comment on them. But in a Python, we can also use single quote to display the output. Let's do it. Print hello matrix engineers. Let's run. You see, hello matrix engineers. By using, if you use a single quote, or if you are going to use double quote or single quote, it's the same. There is no errors we are going to get. In many programming language, the sentences end with semicolon. In Python, you can put it or not. Nothing is going to affect. Let's put it and run a program. You see, no problem, no errors. So now let's go on variables. Variables are a container for storing data values. Variable It's a memory location. It's a name of memory location where we store data. In Python, to create variables, there is no command for declaring a variable. A variable is created at the moment you assign a value on it. So when we are going to declare a variable a, this is a variable, and we have to assign it, for example, 10. 10 is an integer. 10 is an integer. We see the different types of variable types, but this is an integer number. When we need to print the output of this variable, we use print. If you want to display on the screen the value of variable a, we do it like this. We are going to get the value of a, which is equal to 10. This is a variable. This is the value of variable a. 10 is a value of a variable a. So let's run our program. You see, we print the value of a variable, which is equal to 10. This is how display the variable which are integer. To know the class of variable, we use to know if a is an integer, we use a function type print type of a. It's going to display the type of variable a is integer. It's an integer, but you can also declare a string. You can say b equal hello world. So to display b, we also write b in a print function. You see hello world, which is the value of b variable. And to know the variable data type, you can say print, you can write print type b. It's going to show, or it's going to display that the data type of b is equal to string, which this is a string. To declare a string, we put words, characters, numbers between single quote or double quotes. So let's run a program and see if it's going to show this. It's a string. You see, it's a string. We can change this and can change the position. You see, we have a type of a. You know the value of a is equal to 10, which is a number, integer. Integers is numbers that doesn't have decimal values, from positive to negative without decimal values. For string, we can have plus 0. Now we can say we have minus 0 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Those are integers. Can you comment this by doing this? No problem. You see? No problem. We can also run a program, no problem, after commenting that. So this is a string value. So we can what you have to know, the variables do not need to be declared with any particular type and can even change type after then they have set. For example, let's say v equal 5. V equal 5. V equal hello programmers. When we display the output of V, Python execute the code line by line. We are going to get the last value of V, because you don't need to declare variable data type when you are declaring a variable. We don't need any particular type. So first the value of V equal 5, which is integer. The second value of V equal string, hello programmers. So we are going to display the value of V variable, and it's going to give us hello programmers because the last line, you see, hello programmers. So what we're doing by showing the type of variable data type of a variable, it's what you call casting. For specifying the value of, when you want to specify the value, or when you want it to specify the data type of a variable, we do it by doing casting. Casting. If you want to specify data type of a variable, it's what we call casting. Let me give you an example. Let's say s equal string. Let's say string 4. S value equal four. Let's do the comment. This S value, when we do casting, we are specifying the data type variable. We have specified that 4 is a string, so its value is equal to 4 in between single quote or double quote. when we say t equal int 100, so t value equal 100, which is integer. You see? Or let's say 4. It's integer 4. So we can also use decimal number. The numbers with a decimal values, it's float. Z equal float 4, which have the value must be z value equal 4.0, for example. So now we are going to display or to print for example s. Yes, you see it's 4. Print value of s is 4, but it's a string. So value of, let's change the value of z, no, value of t. It's also going to be 4, as you see, which is integer. We are going also to display the floating number variable z, which is 4.0 floating numbers. So this is how you specify the variable data type in a Python, or it's what you call casting. So to get the type of variable, we have seen it. I've seen it to get the variable data type. We use type function to declare variable data type before what we call casting. So now what you have to know, variable are case in a Python. When we declare a variable, variables are case sensitive. For example, when we say b equal Python, and we say b with capital letter B equal Python, capital small letter b equal PyCharm. So when we display print b, we are going to get Python. You see, we have a Python. If we replace with small letter, we are going to get PyCharm. So in Python, to declare variables are case sensitive. B with capital letter and B with small letter are totally different. So in Python, a variable names, when you are going to declare a variable names, there are some rules you can follow in order to reduce errors. A variable name in a Python must start with letter, underscore, or character. A variable name cannot start with a number in Python. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters, underscores. Variable names, as I said before, are case sensitive. B with small letter is not equal to B with capital letter. A variable name cannot be any keywords of Python. So, for example, you can declare a variable names by starting number like 2D equal 50. Print 2D. We are going to get error because in Python we can't declare a variable by starting with numbers. This is a syntax error. Invalid decimal literal. So as you see, error is there on D. 2D. This is not acceptable in Python. You cannot start variable with number, as we said. So, but we can start with underscore. It's possible to start with underscore. You see, we get a value of D. But we can start with character. We can start with character just underscore, but you cannot start with a number. So another thing that you have to know, we cannot declare a variable with space between characters, like say my table equal G equal 3. You can't print my table. This is not acceptable in a Python. You're going to get the error. There is no space between variable. It have to look like this. Now you can not get you get a value of 3. You can also not use this minus sign. It's not acceptable. You get error. You cannot assign any expression. Maybe you mean, so you see, you get error. It's not acceptable. So variables in a Python are case sensitive. This is something that you have to know. So you can assign multiple variables with multiple values and then print their values. For example, let's say E, F, G equal, let's use like Let's use something look like language. No, let's use football competition like UEFA Champions League. Europa. NBA. So you can assign multiple, you can declare multiple variables and assign multiple values. For example, we need to print value of E. We are going to get UEFA Champions League. Let's check what's the error. Let's check the error. I will still have my table, which is acceptable. Not acceptable. So it was error. So we are going to get UEFA Champions League for variable E, its value is UEFA Champions League. You see, we have UEFA Champions League. When you print a value of F, we are going to get Europa. You see? If we print a value of G, we are going to get NBA. G, we are going to get NBA. But as I told you before, the variable in a Python are case sensitive. If we use capital G, nothing we are going to get. We are going to get errors only because G we have. So we can also print E, print F, print G. You see, I have printed all of them. UEFA Champions League, Europa League, NBA. But what we have to know, make sure the number of variable match with the number of values. Or if you don't do it like that, you're going to get errors. For example, let's say you write E, F, G, H. We are going to get errors because the number of variables are not matching with the number of values. You see? They are not matching. But if we add, let's change the size to, let's change the size. Let's use this size. So when we add like golf, you see no error. But we didn't display the value of H. Print value of H. So it must match the value of the number of variable must match with the number of values we assigned. If they don't match, you're going to get errors. You can also assign one value to multiple variables. Let me give you an example. So by doing this, let me show you how to comment or how to write a comment for multiple line. We do have a triple. I don't know if it's a triple quote, but if you do it like that, you are going to make all of these comment. So this is how to comment multiple line, triple quotes. So you are going to assign one value to multiple value. Let's use A, B. No, we do like this: A equal B equal C equal SQL server example. This here. So we are going to display this is how we assign the single value to a multiple value. We can display the value of A, print A. You see, SQL server. So when we do a comment, when we comment to the codes, all codes that you commented have been ignored. So the value of A, you see, it's a SQL server. Even if you print the value of B, even C, it's going to be the same. This is how we assign single value to multiple variables. So when we display it, you're going to see they are going to be the same. You see, SQL server, SQL server, SQL server. So you can continue to follow this course. For our next video, do subscribe and hit notification bell for getting more updates about this course. After finishing this course, or after completing this course, we will take Django as a popular framework for Python to develop web application. Where you will be able to develop your first web application. So thank you.